Hey, Alyssa. George mentioned that your mom passed away last night. Is that true?
Hi, Kaylee. Yes, she did.
Oh my gosh. I'm really sorry to hear that, my dear. I know it's tough, but try to find some comfort in knowing that she's finally able to rest and is in peace after that year-long fight against cancer. Her suffering is over now, and she's in a better place with God. If anything, I think it's something we should celebrate in a way. Let's try to focus on the happier memories and be glad for her. I'm sure she would want us to be.
Thanks, Kaylee. I appreciate what you're saying, but celebrating her death? Can we just be glad she's gone? I mean, I don't think this is the right moment to downplay what my mom had to deal with in the past 14 months. To be honest, I'm kind of feeling offended after hearing what you just said.
Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. Did I upset you? I truly apologize. That was not my intention at all. I just wanted to, cheer you up and help you see the positive side. That's all. I didn't think you'd take my words in a different way. Honestly, I can't help but feel like you're trying to guilt trip your mother-in-law or something.
I'm a bit confused about what you're saying. I just wanted to make it clear that my mom's passing is not a matter for celebration.
Anyway, can I ask you something? What's gonna happen to your mom's old house now that she's passed away? I remember it being a pretty big property with an attic and a full suite basement, right? And it's in such a prime location with nice parks and public transport nearby. So what's the plan for the house? George mentioned that you guys might move in there and live there. Is that true?
I'm not sure yet. Honestly, I haven't really had the time to think about it. Like you just said, the house is really big, and George and I don't need all that space. But it's a special place for me and holds so many memories of my parents. It was their first and last home they ever bought. After years of working hard and squeezing into tiny apartments with 3 kids, they were finally able to get a house where they could imagine having grandkids over. So yeah, I'll definitely need to take some serious time to think about what's the best thing to do with it.
I'm sure you will. No doubt about it. You're totally thinking about the fact that you guys want to have kids, right? I know George wants a couple of little ones running around. And seriously, what a better place to start a family than a home that's in the heart of the city, but still away from all the hustle and bustle. It's just so amazing. Thank you for all of this.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, thank you for inheriting such a wonderful place.
Okay.
You know what? I just came up with a wonderful idea. How about you go and enjoy a nice, relaxing vacation after the funeral and memorial are over? I think it might do you some good to get away from all of this for a while. Alone. I hear they have a great new resort. Oh, I can't think of a better way to mend your broken heart.
I don't know. I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm not sure now is the time for a vacation. Thank you for the thought, though.
Oh, come on now. You can't stay sad forever, dear. That won't bring your mother back now, would it? And I'm sure your mother would want you to move on and go back to living your own life. I know I would. No parent wants to leave their child in distress. For your mother's sake, you have to bounce back up. Let me treat you to the vacation. It'll be my absolute pleasure. I feel somewhat responsible as the other remaining parent figure in your life. This is the least I could do for your late mother, isn't it?
That's so generous of you, Kaylee, but
I won't take no for an answer, young lady. I know how you feel because I also lost my mother at a young age too. I've been there. Now is exactly the right time for a vacation. Set everything back to zero and start fresh. Trust me, this is what your mom would want. She's nodding vigorously right now, looking down on us. I'm sure of it. How does next weekend sound? It's a long weekend. It's perfect. Please, let me do this for you. I can't stand by while you bury yourself deeper and deeper into sadness.
Okay, Kaylee, if you insist. Thank you for your generous offer. I really appreciate it. I got married to my hubby George about 2 years ago, but we haven't started having kids yet. We both really love our jobs and decided to put off the whole baby thing for a little longer. We're still in our early 30s and want to enjoy this newlywed phase as much as we can, you know? My relationship with my mother-in-law, Kaylee, has been okay. Nothing too exciting or dramatic, really. That's how I've seen it, at least. Kaylee can be a bit of a talker and she's got zero filter. But I never took it personally or let her blunt honesty bother me. But today, it was kinda awkward and uncomfortable when she started talking about my mom's passing in such a happy and lighthearted way. I guess I just figured that's how she is, trying to be friendly or something. She even offered to treat me to a fancy resort trip. How generous is that? So I took her advice and went on a 3-day trip to relax and reset. I came back all pampered and manicured, ready to get back to our regular routine. But when I turned on my phone, I was totally shocked by the messages Kaylee had sent.
Hey Alyssa, just wanted to give you a heads up. I've moved into your mom's old house. Well, technically, it's yours now since you're an orphan. So I guess it's kind of like my son's house. You know what I mean? Anyway, since I was nice enough to let you know about my new place, I hope you can do me a solid and not bring up any legal stuff, okay? Cool beans?
Wait, hold up. How on earth is that house even close to being as good as George's? That's some seriously messed up logic you've got there. And guess what? The house is still very much in my parents' name, thank you very much. If anyone should have a claim to it, it's definitely me. You can't just pack your stuff and move into a house that you have zero rights to. Oh my God. Is that why you were so eager to send us on a trip? Was that your sneaky plan all along? You wanted George and me to be away at some remote resort with no signal, so you could just waltz in and claim squatters' rights, right? And you thought we'd just have to accept it? Kaylee, that is so not right.
How could you say that? What good is this giant house if it's going to sit and rot? Don't you ever feel bad for me living in a tiny studio apartment above a liquor store? How can you be so greedy as to not want to share any part of the 6-bedroom house? You're my daughter-in-law. You're a Thompson now. What is yours is ours, and what is ours is yours. How can you argue that?
I can't talk to you right now. I think I will discuss this with my husband. I'll get back to you.
George already told me he's all for me moving in. He's my son after all. He is looking forward to his mama's homemade dinners and the way I fold his boxer briefs. Isn't he adorable? What son wouldn't want to live with his mama? It seems like you're the only one that has a problem with this arrangement, dear.
George, where are you now? Why didn't you answer any of my texts or calls? I've been trying to get in touch with you this whole time. What's going on?
Hey babe, what's up? Do you need me to do anything for you? I thought you were swamped with work. By the way, guess what? I'm actually working on a super awesome surprise for us. And I'm so excited to show you when you get home. Can't wait.
A surprise? Why? Is it a special day?
You'll find out when you get home. Don't be so curious.
Anyways, did you know your mom was moving in with us? Can you believe it? And the weirdest part is, she told me she's moving into my mom's old house.
Wait, what? Who told you that?
Your mom texted me not too long ago.
Oh man, I totally remember telling her to keep it on the down low until you got back. But hey, what can we do? She's just so amped up about it that she let the cat out of the bag and ruined the whole surprise. Classic Kayleigh, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm here now. So, when you're done with work, please hustle home ASAP. It'll be awesome if you could even ask your boss to let you off a few hours early so we can team up and get the party prepped. Time is ticking.
Here? What do you mean, here? Are you there too? At my mom's old house?
Oh yeah, I guess it's still your parents' house, huh? But it's just a matter of time before it officially and legally becomes our house. Aren't you excited? We are going to be homeowners.
Hold up. What I'm confused about is, why is your mom there? Is she there just for tonight? And why are you throwing a party?
Nah, babe. She's here to stay with us, live with us. And that's exactly why we're throwing a party. To celebrate the fact that my mom is officially moving in with us for good. I had a feeling you might not be the one to invite her directly. So my mom and I schemed up a plan to have her move in while we were off on our vacation. It was all about surprising you, you know. Isn't this great, babe? Maybe this will help you get over losing your mom.
What? Are you serious right now? How is this something you can up and decide by yourself? Is Kayleigh going to pay rent? Does she expect me to make her 3 meals a day? Is she going to make herself food? Is she going to chip in on the utilities? Internet?
Hey, hold up, babe. It's not like my mom is some helpless soul. She's perfectly capable of contributing. You know, she's in awesome shape. Plus, she can whip up an amazing steak and potatoes. I think you might be blowing this out of proportion. It's actually a positive thing.
I can't believe you did this behind my back. George, I'm not comfortable living with your mom. It's not that I don't like her or anything, but I don't want to live with someone other than you. We don't even have kids yet, for Christ's sake. On top of it, it hasn't even been a week since my mom passed away. I wanted to take my time in her house and say goodbye to her things properly. This is not okay at all. I need you to fix this. She's your mom, so you handle it.
What the hell, Alisa? What do you expect me to do? Kick my mom out? Where is she supposed to go? You're being so childish and unreasonable. She's your mother now too. You can't tell her to go away just because you aren't comfortable. What does that even mean anyway? You didn't even give her a chance to settle in. And I'm your mom's son-in-law. Don't I have rights to this house as much as you do? If not more?
Why on earth would you have more rights to my mom's house, George? Are you still daydreaming or something? Look, just answer me this question. Are you telling me you have no intention of asking your mother to leave?
Dude, she's my mom. She's been there for me for a whopping 30 years, raising me and all that jazz. Chill out, Alisa. Seriously, don't be such a buzzkill. It's not a good look. Trust me. You can't just start nitpicking and questioning every good thing that comes our way. It's like staring a gift horse in the mouth, man. Let's just roll with it and appreciate the blessings we've got.
You know what? Fine. Just at least give me a few days to deal with my mom's estate. Maybe I'll get new appliances too. Maybe a fresh coat of paint. And some hardware upgrades too while I'm at it. I want you to take your mom and go to your old place for just a few days so I can get my mom's house ready. Can you do that for me, George? The house still smells like my mom. I want to stay there alone just for a few days, okay? I think that way I can get closure. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Maybe you're onto something. Alright, I think I can handle that. I'll head over to our old place with my mom for now, until you give me the green light to come back. Thanks a bunch, Alisa, for being understanding and embracing my mom in our new home. I can't wait. This is gonna be epic.
Don't even mention it, hun. You are my husband.
Alrighty, I'll see you in a few more days.
Hey there, Alyssa. How's it going with the house? I hope everything's shaping up nicely. Oh, and here's a little tip. Make sure to clear out anything that reminds you too much of your mom, okay? It'll help us move forward smoothly. By the way, If you happen to come across some cool window curtains for the living room, that'd be great. And hey, how about giving the walls a fresh coat of paint? Maybe in a vibrant color, maybe something like pink or yellow to liven things up. Also, it'd be sweet to get some new bed linen. Yes, I'm not really feeling the whole sleeping in your mom's old sheets ordeal, you see.
Didn't you already do exactly that while I was off on my trip? Come on, Kaylee. You slept in my mom's old bed for 2 whole nights. So please, let's not play innocent here when you're clearly not.
Well, I didn't think you'd let me into the house otherwise. Can you blame me? If I'd known you would offer to upgrade everything for me, I wouldn't have had to take such drastic measures. Anyway, I'm so excited to move in. Is there a date set for completion? I may start making my calendar. Oh, how thrilled are we, huh? I've never even dreamed I'd be living in such a mansion. All thanks to my son picking the right girl. So, I was thinking, how about we throw a big housewarming party once things are settled? I can invite my sister and some friends, and George can ask his work friends to join us too. What do you think? Of course, you don't have to worry about cooking because I know a great catering service that has an excellent menu.
Okay. I'm going to stop you right there before you go off the rails. Sorry to burst your delusional bubble, but that is not going to happen, Kaylee. I already sold my mom's house.
What? What do you mean sold her house? You mean her stuff, right? You can't have sold the house.
Oh, yes. I most certainly did sell the house. I figured it was better to sell the house and preserve my mom's memory in my heart rather than to let some leeching mother and son duo steal it out from under my nose.
Are you screwing with me? Who gave you the right to sell the house? Why wasn't I included in the decision making? You lied to us about doing some renovations and you sold it behind our backs? How could you do this to us? Have you lost your goddamn mind? You are sorely mistaken if you think there won't be consequences for this, young missy.
Why are you throwing a fit over me selling my mom's house? Did you want to buy it? I sold it for $3 million. Do you have that kind of money? I really don't understand why you're so upset about this. What rights do you think you have over my mom's estate? You love mentioning the Thompson family, but what even is that? Are you royalty or something? You have nothing. You literally have no house. That's why you were eyeing my mom's house. You're going to squeeze your way into a fortune you never had any business even coveting. It's so embarrassing I can't handle it. I've decided to end things with George, so I guess this is it for you and me as well.
What? End things with George? What do you mean?
Not only was your precious mama's boy 100% up for stealing my mom's house with you, but I have evidence of him sleeping around with women he met on social media. So what I mean is that I will be discarding that human piece of garbage in the trash. Capiche?
My son cheated on you? There's no way. He's a noble person. He would never do that. You must have confused him with someone else.
I was at the hospital a lot when my mom was dying of cancer, as you know. And while I was staying over to keep her company, I know George brought girls over to her place.
How? How can you know that?
I came across some long red hairs and found an earring I've never seen before. So naturally, I installed some security cameras. And what do you know? Anytime I was away for days at a time, George had girls over, sleeping with them in my bed, watching TV on my couch, and making food in my kitchen.
Well, you can't place the whole blame on him. If you hadn't spent so much time at the hospital, he wouldn't have gotten lonely and he wouldn't have had to look somewhere else for comfort. A man needs a woman's touch, you know? How can you jump straight to such an extreme conclusion? Really? To divorce him over this? It probably didn't mean anything. Purely physical, I bet. Besides, if you had known this for a while, why haven't you done something about it sooner? Am I wrong to assume you were going to let him off the hook because you know that you, yourself, haven't done anything to prevent it from happening in the first place?
I don't think I even understood that sentence. I didn't plan on letting him off the hook for anything. I would never plan that for infidelity. I was planning on having a talk with George, but never to let him off anything. But even during my mom's funeral and memorial, I saw George slip away when I wasn't looking to have his rendezvous with his mistresses. So when you suggested the retreat, I decided I'll get my thoughts straight and come back with the best strategy to get out of the marriage. I hadn't anticipated the perfect opportunity to present itself. You trying to steal my mom's house was just perfect. Disgusting, but perfect for me.
So you really mean to go through with a divorce? Truly, who divorces their spouse over such a trivial incident? If everybody did what you're doing, then there wouldn't be a single married couple left in this country. Men can't help it. It's in their nature. Besides, think of your poor mother. What would she think looking down at her divorced daughter? How sad would that make her?
My mom isn't as old-fashioned and closed-minded as you. She would have much preferred me to protect my assets from smiling thieves and get out of a loveless, untrustworthy marriage. She would have supported me all the way to the courthouse and back if she were still alive.
Fine, you'd be that way, you little skank. But give half the money you got from selling the house to my son. You owe him that much. You two are still legally married, so half of what is yours should rightfully be George's as well. I won't accept anything less than 50-50.
Okay then, in that line of logic, when you pass away, am I getting half of George's inheritance too? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. You can't force a rule on me if you aren't willing to obey it yourself. Anyway, I've gone ahead and packed up the many things you'd already brought into my mom's house and sent them back to where you are now.
What?
So take your stuff and your crappy son back and don't ever call me again. Goodbye. I was able to get my divorce finalized without any complications because of my compiled evidence of George's infidelity. I was even able to claim alimony from him based on emotional distress. Thank goodness we hadn't had children yet. That would have made me rethink the divorce, and I might have had to stay in this disgusting, greedy family for another 18 years. From what I heard, George has been caught by his mistress's husband and was taken to court for adultery. And to help George pay alimony to me and fines to the husband, Kaylee's taken her first job ever at a meatpacking plant. She's supposedly working 12 hours a day to make ends meet for her and her precious son. But George, that scum of the earth, still refuses to admit his own wrongdoings and blames his mother for me leaving them. I don't know how I could ever tolerate an imbecile like that, let alone marry him. After thinking that a mansion was within her grasp, what a way to fall, huh? I truly think my mom has pulled some heavenly strings and helped me out big time. I am now a free woman, able to do anything she wants in life. I've built a strong career for myself already. So there's nowhere left for me to go but up, up, up. I shall never forget to be grateful that I was able to get out of the worst mistake of my life unscathed. Here's to brighter, garbage-free future.
Hey, Mom. Do you have a minute? I have something very important I want to tell you.
Oh, God. What is it all of a sudden? I happen to be really busy right now. So do you mind making it quick?
Don't worry, this won't take long. Mom, I'm getting married. That's all. Guess this is goodbye.
Huh? Now, just you wait a minute. Juliana, of all the people on this planet, do you really expect me to believe that you're getting married?
Just thought that at least letting you know would be a common courtesy. That's all.
You've got to be joking. Getting hitched and you're still only in your 20s.
What?
Oh, but that's right. How silly of me. I almost forgot. Unlike your sister Jada. You've always been a slow, dim-witted, and worthless bimbo. Am I right? Don't worry though, I get you. If my future was anywhere near as bleak as yours, I'd be desperate to find a man too.
Excuse me?
Jada has truly outdone herself and making me proud to be her mom. Having a surgeon as a daughter is something any mother would die for. And then there's you. Finding a man willing to leech off of was pretty much the only possible option for you. I can see why you were so quick to find one. Thinking about how you offer nothing to society must have made you really desperate.
Well, my deepest condolences for having such a worthless daughter going off and getting married. You know, obviously I wasn't expecting a word of support or happiness from the likes of you, but you've truly outdone yourself in terms of reacting exactly how I imagined you would. It's pretty comical, even, how easy you are to read.
Are you implying that I should have any reason to be happy for my worthless daughter getting married off to some guy, huh?
Well, my apologies for not turning out to be the perfect doctor-daughter you've always wanted. You don't have to come to my wedding. Just figured that as a mother, you might have wanted to know that your oldest is getting married.
Oh, what do you mean? I don't have to come? Is mommy not getting invited?
Oh, you can stop right now with that mommy crap. You've been making my life miserable since as long as I can remember. The wedding will be at the end of this month. There aren't many seats reserved for you or Dad, so don't bother showing up.
But these kinds of events are very important for one's public image in their community, you know? Not having a parent at this wedding would be nothing short of trashy. Obviously, I couldn't care less about you or your wedding, but I suppose I'll go so you don't make an embarrassment of yourself. You're welcome.
That will not be necessary. There isn't a seat reserved for Jada either.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've already told Jada the news about me getting married. I asked her if she would like to come to the ceremony, but she'll be busy with work that day, it seems. Said she doesn't see the point in attending the ceremony of a sister who doesn't even have her life together.
No way! Did you seriously get your wedding invitation rejected by your own sister?
Jada grew up watching you guys ever since she was born. Ever since she was just a little kid, she looked down on me and bullied me. It's only natural for her to do so, considering the environment she was raised in. I wasn't at all surprised that she declined my wedding invitation.
Well, now, you should have said so earlier. If Jada won't be attending, then I've pretty much lost any inkling of a reason I might have had to go myself. Maybe I might not show up after all.
Yes, please don't come. I don't want you there, so not attending would surely help me out.
Juliana, your mom just told me everything. I can't believe you're getting married.
I'm really sorry for not telling you sooner, Aunt Rebecca. I wanted to tell you myself, but after the conversation I had with Mom, I just felt so completely exhausted.
Oh, now, don't you worry over something like that. But never mind. Have you decided on a date for the wedding yet? Oh, I wonder what kind of ceremony it will be.
Actually, we're having the wedding at the end of the month. I was thinking of inviting mostly close friends and having a bit of a small ceremony.
Your mom told me already that you don't intend on inviting her or the others.
Yes, that's right. I figured that they would just ruin everything if they came. Oh, but the groom's parents will be attending, of course.
Is everything all right with him and his family? I mean, they won't say anything nasty about you because your family isn't there, right?
Thank you for worrying about me, but the groom and his family are very kind and understanding people. They said that as long as I get to smile for the entire day, then nothing else matters.
Oh my, what lovely people.
Yes, they're truly such a lovely family. I'm so happy that I can marry him. And I'm so happy that I'm gonna be part of his family soon.
Oh, Juliana, you don't know just how overjoyed I am to see you so happy. It sounds like you found some very beautiful people to become a part of your life.
I'm so sorry, Aunt Rebecca. It's so late already. I didn't mean to take so long to muster up the courage to invite you to my wedding. I was just so scared that Mom would throw a fit if she found out I did.
There. As her older sister, I know more than anyone else what kind of person your mother is. Despite avoiding or straight up dropping anyone she doesn't find worthy or amusing out of her life, she gets furious if anyone does the same to her. She could always dish it out, but she could never take it.
I'm just so sick and tired of it all. If she wants to spoil Jada rotten, then that is totally fine with me. I wish she would just leave me in peace while she's at it. I don't even care if she doesn't love me. I never did. All I've ever asked of her was to leave me alone. But she can't even do that.
Oh, please, don't say something like that. I'm so sorry you've had to go through all this. She's always been like that, you know, ever since we were little. She grew up being the very youngest out of us 5, so she's been spoiled rotten since the day she was born. Always hated not getting her way, and she would always throw a tantrum whenever she wasn't the center of attention.
That makes a lot of sense these days. Thanks to Jada, she's always the center of attention, and she couldn't be happier, it seems. Every time she's at a gathering or meets new people, everyone's always blabbering on about how incredible it must be to have a surgeon as a daughter. Literally everyone. It's all they can manage to talk about. On and on for the entire evening.
I truly do have a troublesome sister. As for the ceremony, don't you waste any energy worrying about me, you hear? I'd be more than happy if you take some time to show me some pictures later on. Oh, I just can't wait to see what my baby niece is going to look like in her wedding dress. You're going to be so beautiful that day. I can just feel it. Have fun, dear. Enjoy your ceremony. Remember, the only thing that matters is that you have fun that day.
What the hell were you thinking? Why did you show up to my wedding? Why? Did I not tell you that you weren't invited? Was that the point of that entire conversation?
Oh, look at you. So mad. Even after I graciously decided to attend so that your friends and the groom wouldn't think you're some motherless freak, you have the audacity to kick me out? Now that's low, even for someone like you. You're so cruel.
Me? Cruel? Do you have any idea what you've done?
What?
You came to my wedding in a funeral dress. You're absolutely unbelievable. I'm at a loss for words right now.
Gosh, I really can be such a ditz sometimes. Sorry, I didn't mean to show up in a funeral dress.
Excuse me?
You see, today also happens to be the day of a funeral of a distant relative of mine.
Today?
And I was supposed to go to the funeral. But what do you know? I accidentally ended up at the wrong church. Yours! I was just as surprised as you were, honest.
Yeah, accidentally. Whatever. The entire ceremony was ruined thanks to you showing up at my wedding, reeking of perfume and funeral candles. I don't know how you even managed to find me, seeing as how I never told you the ceremony address.
I told you it was an accident.
Whatever, I know it was on purpose. You actually took time out of your life to search for the address and come down here in funeral attire. And for what? Just to spite me? You're despicable. I'm never going to forgive you.
My God, can you be any more dramatic? Don't you remember? You had me kicked out well before the ceremony actually started. It's not as ruined as you're making it out to be. That's on you for being so negative.
Negative? Do you have any idea how many people saw my own mother show up wearing a funeral dress? You even introduced yourself to the groom's family as if nothing was wrong.
What do you mean? I figured that greeting the groom's family was the polite thing to do, seeing as how it was the first time I've met them and all. What's done is done. Yes, I might have accidentally shown up in my funeral dress, but then proceeding to leave without even introducing myself would be even ruder, would it not? Though I don't expect you to know anything about etiquette in the first place.
Excuse me? First of all, I won't allow you of all people to preach anything about social etiquette to me. I can't believe your idea of a good time is ruining your own daughter's wedding. You're a disgrace.
I told you, you're thinking way too deep about this whole thing. I'll let you in on a little secret. People don't really notice that kind of stuff as long as you wear it with confidence. I'm pretty positive that no one there realized that the dress I was wearing was made for funerals. It's no big deal. You're just blowing this all out of proportion.
Excuse me?
Don't you know? Parents attending a wedding prefer to wear more darker and muted colors, as opposed to friends who might wear more colorful stuff. So a little funeral dress isn't going to catch anyone's attention.
Could you be any more condescending? Anyone can tell the difference between a muted dress and a funeral attire. You are wearing a black veil, for God's sake. In case you didn't notice, everyone was looking at you and whispering.
Oh shucks. Did people actually notice? Sorry. I didn't mean to completely ruin your special day. Oh, you poor thing. I couldn't even begin to imagine how absolutely mortifying it must be as a bride in your shoes.
I can't believe how you can sit there and type any of this out. You know damn well that everything you've done was on purpose.
Now, that's just not true. I swear, I really thought that I was going to a funeral. But it shouldn't matter though, right? I mean, who cares what I wear to the wedding of my worthless daughter?
You don't know who my fiancé is, do you?
Of course not. Why would I bother even looking into the type of guy who would marry you?
I'll admit I'm a bit surprised you don't. I mean, you've gone out of your way to play detective and find out where my wedding was being held. So I figured you'd look up who the groom is while you were at it. But you didn't, did you? You don't know just who it is I'm getting married to, huh? I wonder if you would have pulled this little stunt of yours if you did.
What are you going on about all of a sudden? I couldn't give a single care in the world who you're married to.
Oh, so you don't know. You didn't bother to find out despite the fact that you ruined his wedding just as much as mine.
Huh? And I'm supposed to care about your groom, why? Like I said, any man that would choose you as his wife is probably someone who's just as much of a pathetic reject of society as you are.
Excuse me?
Probably just some pencil pusher who has to kiss his boss's behind just to scrape up some extra change every month. Oh, don't tell me he's a freelancer, huh? Oh, well, whatever he is marrying you probably won't even be a downgrade for him, seeing as how he probably lived a sad enough life even without you in the picture.
He's the son of the top directors of the Bayside University Hospital.
What?
Directors, as in plural, of course. Parents included, he comes from a long family line of prestigious doctors. And you've made an absolute fool of yourself in front of all of them with your little funeral stunt. You have no clue how deeply you've embarrassed me in front of them. God! You don't know how long I was apologizing after you left.
Wait. Hold on. You said the Bayside University Hospital? Are you sure? You're joking. This is a joke.
No, I'm not. I'm not petty like you. I wouldn't lie about something like that.
Why did you not tell me this sooner? Are you insane? Do you know anything about the Bayside University Hospital? That's where Jada is supposed to go to work.
You don't say.
They scouted her out personally. My precious baby girl. She deserves to work there more than any other doctor in this country. And those guys know that too. They said that they recognized her exceptional skill as a surgeon, and they told her that they would like to personally recruit her as a doctor there.
Well, who would have thought that Jada would be personally scouted out from Bayside of all places? It's one of the most famous hospitals in the state, maybe even the whole country.
Oh God, what have I done?
I'd say you made a total embarrassment out of yourself and our family in front of all those people who'll be in charge of Jada.
Actually, what have you done?
What?
You're getting married, and you never once thought of telling your own mother who the hell the groom is? Couldn't even be bothered to introduce him to me. Are you actually stupid?
I dare you to keep blabbering on. Go ahead. After everything you've done today, my husband and his parents happen to be sitting across from me now. Now, what was it you were saying?
Okay. First things first. An apology is in order, right? Mommy's going to go over right now and apologize as hard as she can.
Don't bother.
The ceremony has been over for a while, right? Juliana, where are you guys right now? You said his parents are there with you, right? That's perfect. Make sure they don't go anywhere. I'll be right there.
That won't be necessary. If I'm not mistaken, you've got a funeral to attend today. Do you not? You better focus on that, yeah? Wouldn't want to be late. Unless the funeral you were talking about was the one for Jada's career.
Don't you even joke about that. What the hell is the matter with you? Enough about that. Just shut up and tell me your location. I'll go right away, all right? I have to apologize.
No, seriously. Don't come. Both my husband and his parents talked about how they never want to have the displeasure of meeting you again.
Don't say that.
Oh, and his parents want me to tell you to stay away from me from now on.
What do you mean?
Now that we're married, I'm officially part of their family now.
Yeah, and?
So I don't have to put up with you guys anymore. It just goes to show just how terrible of an impression you've made today. I think they already had a sense of how bad you were. Just from the way I always tried to avoid talking about you guys in my childhood. But they told me that I'm now a part of their family. They'll love me like their very own daughter, like no one ever has before. When they said that to me, I was at a loss for words.
Where do you get off besmirching our family like that in front of them?
Save it. So just to be clear, I'm no longer part of your family anymore. I have a new family now. You guys are officially dead to me. And I don't want anything else to do with you ever again. Stay the hell away from me. Goodbye.
Hi, dear. I'm so sorry for disturbing you on your special day. But do you happen to have any clue about the whereabouts of your mother?
Huh? What do you mean?
One of our cousins passed away the other day. Did you ever meet Cecilia?
Once or twice. I'm so sorry, Aunt Rebecca.
It's okay, dear. Thank you. The thing is, I don't even know how to say this, but your mom has run off with the cash that we raised to help pay for the funeral.
What? She did what?
It's chaos here with all our relatives looking for her, but no luck so far. So I don't expect you to know anything about this. But there's nothing wrong with asking, I suppose.
Well, she actually showed up to my wedding earlier today, around 11 a.m. while we were still getting set up. I assumed she was lying about the funeral and kicked her out immediately. But maybe she went there either right before or after?
What?
I'm sorry, but that's truly all I know. I'm really sorry I couldn't be of more help to you.
Wait, hold on. She went to your wedding?
Yeah? She said something about mistaking my church for the one she was supposed to be going to or something. She was wearing her full funeral attire and everything.
What?
I know. I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, dear God. Neither do I. Oh, but wait. Never mind that for now. Juliana, go check on any wedding gifts or cash you received today. Now! There's a possibility that she might have stolen those too.
What?
I'd like to believe that she showed up in her funeral attire just out of pettiness, but the fact still remains that she actually stole cash from us here. So go right now. Go check.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Hold on, I'll go check right away. Thank you so much for the heads up, Aunt Rebecca. Mom, everyone is looking for you. Hurry up and go return the money you took.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Aunt Rebecca told me everything already. About how you stole money meant to pay for Cecilia's funeral.
What are you talking about? I never did anything of the sort.
Oh, I see. Playing innocent, Despite the fact that you targeted my wedding presents too?
What?
When I heard the news from Aunt Rebecca, I checked things on my end. I asked some staff and they told me everything. About how you told them you were my mother. And I'd asked you to transport all of the wedding gifts back to my house. So you lied to the staff, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, thank God that the staff there are very competent. They told you that they couldn't hand anything over until they got explicit permission from the bride and groom. Apparently you scurried off when they said that I found you a little after that incident and kicked you out. So luckily nothing was stolen.
It doesn't sound like you have any real proof of anything.
Stealing not only from your dead cousin, but also from your own daughter on her wedding day. Look, I don't know nor care what you plan to do with that money, but you better go return it this instant. God won't look kindly on you for stealing from a dead woman.
Shut up! What would worthless scum like you know about anything? This money is for your sister Jada, okay? All I did was borrow a bit of cash, that's all. Don't try and make me out to be some bad guy.
Huh? For Jada?
She just needs a bit of extra money right now, all right? Some brat who decides to cut ties with her own parents has no right to be berating me for looking after my child. So shut your pathetic mouth and stay out of this.
Oh, so this is about that time Jada messed up. It's a bit late to try and fix that, don't you think?
What? Why do you know about that? What do you mean it's too late to fix it?
I just finished speaking with my husband's parents. I told them about how Jada had been hired to work at the hospital. And I actually asked them not to give her a hard time because of your behavior. But they looked so sad when I told them though, as if today hadn't already been embarrassing enough for me. They said that, while it's true that they've spoken to Jada about it, at one point they had never actually given her any sort of offer.
Wait, what? I never heard anything about that.
I mean, Jada supposedly messed up really bad, right? Apparently when word got to Bayside about the incident, her recommendation was immediately revoked.
No, she didn't mess up real bad. It was just a little mistake on her part. It shouldn't warrant her recommendation getting revoked.
Is that so? But she's still negotiating settlements with a patient involved, right? I've heard that so far, it looks like the amount she'll have to pay will be nothing short of astronomical.
That's not anything that has been decided yet.
And apparently this isn't the first time Jada's messed up in this field. When they heard about the current case, they looked into it a bit deeper. Apparently, Jada's history was so bad that they didn't even think twice about removing her from their shortlist.
What?
And it's extremely unnatural that she's been getting away with so many medical mistakes for so long. There's word of her mistakes being quietly covered up by the hospital she works at. Stuff like stitching up patients with a scalpel left inside them. Apparently that was a common mistake for Jada.
That kind of stuff wasn't common for her at all. She's only done it once, maybe twice. Besides, Jada is a really popular doctor. Obviously, since she has had more patients than the average doctor, she's naturally going to have a higher number of mistakes.
God, no! That's not how it works at all. If having some extra patients means you have a higher chance of leaving a scalpel inside of someone, then you have no business being a doctor in the first place.
What do you know about it? You couldn't even get into medical school.
I never wanted to. Anyway, the bottom line is the directors say that they want nothing to do with such a troublemaker. So with that said, you don't have to worry so much about secretly paying off court settlements before she starts at Bayside. She's never gonna work there, so take your time in dealing with court fees.
No, Jada has the opportunity to be a doctor of a famous university hospital. Look, you'll find a way to deal with the settlement fees as her big sister. You're going to help your baby sister out, all right?
You think so?
I mean, like, wow. Who would have imagined that you would marry the son of the hospital directors, huh? Great job! You've truly outdone yourself. I'd expect no less from my lovely daughter. Such a strong, independent woman you've grown up to be.
God, this is painful to read. Cut it out! I'm not your daughter anymore!
What are you talking about? It doesn't matter that you're married or said some nasty things to me today about me being dead to you. You'll always be my little baby girl.
Your little baby girl has and always will be Jada. Don't you ever refer to me as your daughter ever again.
Don't be so mean. Please, I'm begging you. Do it for Jada. All you have to do is ask the groom's parents to please reconsider accepting Jada.
How about instead of groveling to me, you tell Jada to get a grip and do her job properly. At this rate, forget about being scouted out by prestigious hospitals. No medical center in their right mind would even think about hiring her. Well then, so long, Mom. Take care. Despite her and my mom's efforts, Jada's negotiation with the patient failed as a result. Jada's hospital has had to pay an undisclosed but supposedly extravagant amount of money to said patient. Apparently, Jada's reputation as a doctor had already been fairly low in the hospital, and in the medical field in general. This incident was the final straw, and Jada was fired from her hospital. As for my mother, word of her stealing money from a funeral spread like wildfire, and every single one of her family and relatives have cut ties with her by now. With Jada's career in shambles, she had no choice but to move in with my parents. And with the sheer amount of medical mistakes Jada's made over the years, absolutely no hospital will hire her. Despite this, due to growing up spoiled, Jada insists on living her life as luxuriously as she always has, despite not having a high income anymore. As a result, my mother's been working herself to the bone, trying to keep up with living expenses. Hearing all this, I can't help but count my lucky stars that I've decided to go. No contact with those two as best as I could.